welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to see you. My name is Yasa. I moved to United States 9 years ago, all by myself, from Saint Petersburg, Russia, where I grew up. And I feel like I'm in a unique position to learn something from both countries, witness the similarities, the differences, and understand in and outs of certain topics and certain cultures, more being an observer, being a person with a different perspective and see things maybe in a different light. So in this series I'm debunking myths about Russia, and today I just wanted to quickly talk about one stereotype that is so common in our minds, right? That Russia is very cold. It's so cold over there. Well, it is true, right? Because we have cold winters in some places. But as I always say, you have to realize that Russia is huge. It's the biggest territory in the world. So to fly from one part to another, it will take you 9 hours by plane. We have 11 time zones. We have more than 50 nations and more than 50 languages inside the country. So it's like United States on steroids. And so of course we have southern parts, and of course we have northern parts. I'm from Saint Pete, which is close to Finland. So it is a cold northern part, cold part. So in winter it gets cold, but it doesn't mean that we well adapt to the cold. For example, we are dressing up in terms of coats and sweaters and everything. We are prepared for the winter. We have super warm jackets, coats, heavy coats, you know, not those fancy ones that you wear in New York when you go out in 40 Fahrenheit, when it's so cold in our understanding, but it could be much colder in Russian winter, right? No, it's heavy, big coats, maybe with fur, maybe something else. You know, they have so many different styles and ways to make it now, heavy, light, you name it. But we dress up really well with I usually watch American movies and usually get so surprised. Why are they in the forest, in the snow, without hats and gloves and scarves, and they look so pretty? And we don't do that in Russia. We always wear hats, gloves, scarves, boots, tall boots, right? Everything. It's like you're prepared for it. And maybe jeans, and then maybe pants, underpants, like gonna be long, so you have 2 sets of pants, and then you have like 2 or 3 sweaters, and then you have a coat, and then you have scarf. So you get ready for it. It's not like you really well adapt for the winter. That's why I'm here in Florida. That's why I visited my brother. I surprised my brother for his birthday on November, and it was so cold for me that I just barely in the morning I didn't want to get out of bed. That's how cold it was for me. And it was just November, so it's not like we are adapt to that. It's just you manage, right? You have all the equipment, all the things to wear, all the dresses and coats to wear. And summers are much warmer, of course. We're talking about winter, but summers are perfectly fine, and it's the best time. For example, in Saint Pete, it's never get dark, and you can walk around whole night, and we have those beautiful bridges that open up at night. So we have this culture of saying, oh, I couldn't get home in time because the bridges were open and I couldn't get to the other side, so I had to stay at my friends or something. So we have this whole culture of opening bridges at night, and summer white nights when you just walk with your loved one on the beautiful Neva River. It's our main river in Saint Petersburg called Neva. It's beautiful, and something worth experiencing. I really wish you could visit. And also another thing to understand, that we have southern parts where winters are not that cold at all. It's like in Florida, it will be maybe 50, 40 in winter, Fahrenheit, right? Although we have Celsius, so in Celsius it will be like +6, maybe 6 Celsius. And summers are very hot, like in Florida. In Celsius above 20 and 25 constantly, and maybe above 30, so it's in, I don't know, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100. I'm really bad at translating Fahrenheit in Celsius, as you noticed already, but it just goes to say that Russia is not all over that cold, and we do have summers even in cold places, and we're not some kind of polar bears that easily adapted to cold. No, we are freezing as much as everyone else, but we know that it's gonna be a winter soon. Winter's coming, right? So we get ready, we have all our clothes ready, and it's never, you know, I again see those movies when you go out at night in beautiful fancy dress and just a little jacket and it's snow. You don't do that in Russia. People will be thinking what is wrong with that person because you can wear a dress, but then you have to probably call a taxi, and then outside you're gonna wear all your coats, hats, gloves and whatnot, everything, because you don't want to get sick, and we know that it's easy to get cold in winter and to get sick. So anyways, thank you for watching. Just a quick I don't know, debunking, confirming of that myth, but just a little bit more perspective for you. I know that nothing in life is white and black, so everything what I'm saying, it's very nuanced, right? I just really don't want for people to think about Russia in one color. I want them to understand that everything is not as it seems. That's for sure. That's about everything in life. It's not as it seems. It has much more layers and much more water going underneath that ice, since we're talking about cold. Have a great day. If you can, please like it and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. Bye! Пока!